You need a hot glue gun, some fabric, a pair of scissors, Velcro, and your doll. So first start off by folding your fabric in half like this and just lay it on top of your doll. Then I'm using a marker and just marking where her arms are. And then you can go ahead and just cut the rectangle piece of fabric out. Then lay your piece of fabric on the doll and mark where the armholes are going to be. So I'm just drawing this curved shape as you guys can see, and then I'm going to fold my fabric over again and just cut that shape out. Once you've cut it out, you should have this piece of fabric, and I'm just going to take my scissors and cut through this line so that I will have two separate pieces. Then I'm just going to be hemming the bottom of these two pieces, as you guys can see here, by just running a line of glue and folding the fabric over. Now with the right sides together, I'm just going to be taking my hot glue gun and just glue these two sides together. Then you can just flip your piece of fabric right side out, and then I'm trying on my doll to see if it actually fits. And then I'm turning her to the back and just take my scissors and cut a straight line, so that's where my Velcro is going to go. Okay, so the next thing I'm doing is laying out my piece of fabric, and I'm going to be cutting a long rectangle to be my turtleneck. Once you've cut it out, you can just fold the two sides together so that it will have a nice clean edge. Then you can go ahead and just glue them like so. Now we are going to be hemming our armholes, so just fold that over and just use your glue to secure it in place. Repeat for the other one, and now I'm turning my piece of fabric right side up and just gluing that strip of fabric that we've cut earlier. And I tried it on my doll to see if I need any readjustments. So the neck was a little bit high up, so I'm just taking it out again and just take my hot glue and glue that part to that piece of fabric just to make it smaller. Then you can go ahead and cut out a piece of Velcro to add to the bottom and top of your shirt. And I'm just gluing it on here, but another option is that you can actually sew it on and it's a lot more stable, and yeah. And you are done with the really cute turtleneck top. For this, you will need a hot glue gun, some t-shirt material fabric, a pair of scissors, ribbon, Velcro, and your doll. So it's pretty much the same concept as the last DIY. You are just also going to be laying it out and cutting a piece of rectangle that fits from her arm to arm. Then fold it over and again just cut out a curved shape just like the last one. So this shirt is already hemmed and connected, so you don't have to do those jobs, which is a good thing. Then glue the remaining sides together and turn it right side out. So when I tried it on my doll, I noticed that we need some readjustments, so I'm going to be lowering this top part right here and just take in the armholes. I turned it to the back and just cut off this part because I didn't think it was necessary, and I also cut a slit in the middle just to put the Velcro on. Then you can trim off the armholes just to make them look cleaner. And then I'm using this very pretty mint ribbon just to make the edges look nicer. I've also left some extra ribbon at the end so that I can just glue them at the back so it creates a nice clean edge. Now I'm going to be covering the armholes with these ribbon as well, and I'm leaving a little bit of extra ribbon so I can use them as these straps. And same thing as before, I'm also going to be gluing these extra ribbons at the back. Now you can go ahead and hem these two sides. My tank top was a little bit too long, so I'm just cutting it to be a little shorter. And to finish it off, I'm using the mint ribbon again just to cover the rough edges. Lastly, just place it on your doll and add the Velcro, and please be careful with this step because you do not want to damage your doll's body. For the last DIY, you need a hot glue gun, some fabric or an old pair of jeans, some small buttons, Velcro, scissors, and your doll. If you're using an old pair of jeans, just slide the leg onto your doll and cut how long you want the skirt to be. But I want my skirt to be a tan color, so I'm using this fabric. Now I'm using my doll to help me cut a rectangle piece of fabric for the denim skirt, and make sure that there is a bit of excess fabric at the back. Now I removed the piece of fabric from my doll, and I'm going to be hemming all four sides. Now I'm going to try it on my doll to place my Velcro, and again, be careful with this step. And you should have your basic denim skirt, but if you want a little bit more extra, like I do, I'm just taking some small buttons and I'm going to arrange where I want them to be and just glue them onto the skirt. And that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye!